Morning guys, Lola Claire here, watching SMPL. It's June 24th, 2020, and slim pickings this morning, real slim pickings, but just thought I'd find one here, and this doesn't look too bad. I think my line is off, so I do my Fibonacci on my daily and on my minute on Webull here. And then I do my minute. That's already drawn, and it looks it's on the other screen. Let me just take that one off. All right, so I'm going to just redraw this one here. All right, so SMPL, this stock ran, and I did a white line. It hit on a major support resistance. It is shortable. And with the way the market is right now with the coronavirus rise, I don't see this thing going up anytime soon, seeing that it already ran and hit its target. So it is shortable. I'm thinking to take it down, but I'm waiting for my entry, making sure that there's a nice trouble here before I take it down. VWAP is trending below here, kind of going up, so I'm still not sure what direction it's going to be in. My assumption is it's going to be coming down, but you never know. So I'm just hanging on here and waiting. Not a lot of volume. As you can see, the volume bars here, not very big. And volume is only 711,000. So we're waiting to see what happens and let the market dictate to us what we should do, and we will enter whenever we think is best. All right, so it's making a pattern. This one is a drop and pop, but this blew through fib, blew through VWAP, blew through all the fibs, went down on this fib, consolidated for a short while, came back up, and now it's consolidating basically on this Fibonacci line. So I'm just waiting for some pattern to form, and then I will trade accordingly. So this is what I'm looking at. It's making higher highs, higher lows, waiting for the top to form completely, see if it's going to be using that. Let me just put that in. It might not be using this, but let's see if we can, if it's going to break this line, because this line is the support resistance line for here. It's been the higher day for here, so it keeps hitting on that as a resistance. So want to see if it breaks it and what it does after that. So again, as usual, I hope everybody's doing well, trading this crazy market. You have to be very careful with this market, guys, because it will take you out, because a lot of emotional trading going on. So you just have to watch what you're doing and be patient. I have not been. I've just been going in and just scalping and getting out. Not everybody has that luxury. So just be careful with your one-day trade and see what happens. All right, so we're just gonna sit on our hands and watch this to see what direction it's gonna go. So the stock is at 1952. We can just go in and go ahead and see how many shares we can get. 1952. So at 4-to-1, we could get 400 shares. So you can put this in, but just to keep it there to remind us. All right, so this stock is now pouncing up. Let's see if it's going to hit higher day again. If it breaks higher day, then it could advance to the next fib, which is 2067. But we're going to hold and see what happens. I like this bullish candle here. Not a big pullback. And now it's forming this pattern, which is actually a bullish pattern, but it usually drops first. So Waiting. So for those of you joining me, I'm using Webull paper trading. Why? Because Webull has all these chartings. It has all the technical analysis, draw your lines. Here are all the technical analysis there, and it's pretty good. Whenever I check to see on my other platform where the stock hits, it usually hits most likely on these lines than anything else. So if I'm trading in my other account, I definitely have these charts up because I go by these more often than those, because I use DAS. And with Webull, they give you the high points and the low points, so you don't have to guess. And with Dash, sometimes you have to guess, where the bottom is and do your charting. But here it's already given to you, so it's more likely that the price point will hit on here than on DAS. Also, they give you free stocks every now and again if you do, the requirements. For right now, if you open an account, you will get between 1 and 2 free stocks. And the reason why I use paper trading is I'm only here to show you my strategy. So it doesn't really matter about the money, and you will not hear me talk about the money as much, how much money you make, until at the end of the trade. It's usually about getting in at a point and getting out at a point. So if you get the points right, if you get your strategy right, then the money will come. So I'm waiting for this thing. Like I said, I like this. I usually like when it drops, but when you see a V pattern inside of it, I'm usually watching it for a short. So I'm waiting to see, where this thing is gonna hit. It might try for higher day and then it's gonna hit, because VWAP is still trending down here. My 38.2 was a nice little support resistance here. So just waiting to see what happens. All right, so it hit high of day. Let's see if it has enough power to get up. We're still not in the stock yet. Let's change it to color just to see where it's at right now. Let's see where this hit. Because now we're getting a red candle here. Let's change that to yellow. Alright, so the stock went here a little past the support resistance line. Guess it hit, wanted to get higher day. It's not really clear why it stopped there, but let's see. We want to see a struggle before we get in for a short. And this stock should be coming down, but I don't know if it wants to run a little more, so I'm just being careful. So 1 try, 2 try. That looks like a little rejection wick, and here it comes there. So let's look at that again. See that? I can't see a support resistance, so I'm definitely gonna have to wait for a struggle. VWAP is in line here with fib and support resistance. We're still not in the trade, but it's now 21 minutes in. We're not in the trade. It's now resting on VWAP, and we need to redraw this because now we have a new higher day. All right, here we come, and we're getting in right now. We're just gonna mark it in so we can get it down to VWAP fib there, or even beyond. This thing went down this morning, 10:09, all the way down to 19:02. So that might be a level it may want to hit again. Let's put a line in so we can remember that might be where we can set our exit. Let's make that a different color. We might get a consolidation right here, seeing that 2 technical analysis is sitting there. One option is to take and then get back in after it consolidates and whatever it does. Another option would be just to sit in it and wait. We'll see. All right, just what I thought, being that VWAP and fibs right here, support resistance right here, we would have some consolidation as people are going to be taking profit right here. I like what's happening, so I'm just going to hold, and it is my 38.2. We can see that there is some force behind, the bears were strong here, so we might get them being strong again. So we're holding, and we're gonna try and get it at this line. But depending on how things are going, this line here is pretty firm as well. Support, resistance, VWAP was trending along there, and it's also a fib line. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get out at 1928 to the 50% line. So we're going to buy that back at 1928. Although it might try to hit lower day again, but we'll watch it and see. So it's coming up to our 1928. We're at 1932. All right, so we're out of the trade and it's still going down. Let's watch and see if it'll get to the lower day. Okay, no, where it actually hit, let's see. It was right there. And that was a support resistance line. All right, you guys can go and check on this later today because I'm in a ton of stocks and I just want to keep an eye on it, but I wanted to bring you guys something. I'm gonna call this one done. Gonna call this a day. So guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and ring that notification bell if you haven't done so already. We saw, we conquered. So we saw this stock, it rose and then fell, big bearish action, tried to get up. This is our bullish flag, but we know it usually, goes down when we have a V like that in there. So it went past and it went all the way up to, now I have too many lines for you to see, yellow, and make it extremely bright so we can see it clearly. So it pushed past and it went all the way up to here, this yellow line here, which is the resistance basically, but not really, and then it dropped. We got in and we got out. So we had set it here because here was a major support resistance. Let me take that back out so we're not confusing ourselves. Here was a major support resistance level. VWAP was trending on there. So we took it on the 50% line. It blew past, came back up, and now it's consolidating. It hit on VWAP, not very convincing, but now it's consolidating. But we're out $176. I think we traded for 15 minutes or so because I think that when I showed you it was 22 minutes. Maybe we were watching it for just about 15 minutes or so, and we're up $176. All right, guys, so I'm going to call this one done, like I said, and I will catch you on Friday. Hope you're having a good day. Stay safe, be patient with yourself, and be patient with your trading. Take care, guys. Bye.